Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
First down, here's Dak. Into the hands of Pickett. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here we go. 480.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, look, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Yeah, here we go. I take point in. 26.
On second down, a run with Williams. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. All down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 480. 26.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
We're going to 52.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Prescott now on third down. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's from the right hash, 46 yards.
46 yards.
Aubrey puts it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
From where they started that drive, Kate, 3 points, kind of feels like the minimum they expected. But I know this, a little scoring can lead to a lot more.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
No. Green eight.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Play action here with Rodgers. Completes to DK Metcalf. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play.
4th down now, Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 32 yards. And the Steelers first down.
On 1st down, Warren in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Yeah, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. Has it in close. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
Yard gain. It's 4th down.
6:30.
Going for it with Warren. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Rodgers has his guys set, looking to tack on two to that touchdown. All right, they're going to throw for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over after the interception.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Thumbs up empty on that one. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Headed out right. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. 3rd down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Working from the pistol, Prescott. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Into the house he goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either getting it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12.
Steelers 15.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Tolbert now to return it. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. So we'll get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
He can run it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
158.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
319.
Back now, pressure coming. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So no luck on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and it's incomplete.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on
4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Jump up. 319.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
319.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Boswell able to knock it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. And with the clock just about to strike zero, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go, 46.
Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Green 18.
A run for Warren here to start the third. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Warren. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. On 4th down, it's Rodgers. That's caught. He's got Washington. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. What a play on 4th down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers off the play action. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end the beneficiary.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. He's out of bounds as there's a flag down. This one should be on the defender who jumped early. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Off the play fake. Hits Prescott. He rolls to his right. He finds Pickens left side. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. George Pickens, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Cowboys 9. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Fights his way through a tackle. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Counterplay here. Warren breaks the tackle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
26.
To the air on first down. Rodgers hits his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers about set to celebrate this win. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Warren. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The lead looks safe, but the penalties staying down. They're going for this. 4th down now, Rodgers. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of him just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Connects on the crosser. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him the drive starting at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. 1st and 10, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air, Prescott. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Air it out on 3rd. And they pick him off again. And the Steelers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Madden 258.
Throwing is Rodgers. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
258.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for us Steelers.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
258.
Rodgers now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
319. Back north. 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Zach Bourne coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did. But
yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On play action, Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Here's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Play action, here's Hurts. And that's caught by the tight end, Branson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on their in-state rivals to the east, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. On the run, it's Warren. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Green 18.
Now Rodgers. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Green 18. Green 18.
Here's Warren. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Green 18. Over 50. Green 18.
Now Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Great. Set.
Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Good. 73.
They'll go to Barkley again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.